Hello everyone. I just got a new piercing today and I thought I'd do a little video on how it went for any people who are just thinking about getting the same piercing and wondering how it went and how it goes. So as you can see, I've got quite a few piercings. I've got my vertical labret, septum, nose piercing, eyebrow, and when we look over, quite a few ear piercings, plus this little one here. More in the other ear. I've got my nipples pierced. So I'm quite experienced when it comes to piercings. But the one I got just today is my septum. So pardon me, I'm just kind of lying down. It's getting later at night and I've had a long day. So I've wanted this piercing for quite a long time, and pardon any panting. I've got a pug here, several pugs actually. And I haven't been able to get it because, as you all know, the COVID situation has been going on. And they had stopped all piercings that were under the mask. And have just reopened that type of piercing about a couple of weeks ago here in Canada. So I finally decided to get it done, made an appointment. I watched a lot of videos on it because I wasn't sure what to expect with it. So I went to my piercer, same piercer who did my vertical labret and my eyebrow and several of my ears, and asked him to pierce it. And so we talked a little bit about it, and I discussed with him, and you have to discuss this straight up, that I wanted the piercing to have the ability to flip up into my nose so it would be hidden. I work in kind of a corporate atmosphere. I know I don't look very corporate at the moment, but when I'm all done up and dressed nicely, I fit into it kind of. And I'm kind of pushing it already with blue hair and various things. So I thought, let's not go too over the line, and I'll get something that I can easily disguise, which is the septum. So I told him that, and we discussed a few things. First thing he did in preparation of the procedure was to have a couple Q-tips, both ends he soaked in kind of like an antiseptic, and he swabbed out both of my nostrils. Didn't sting at all, didn't go too far up. It just stunk. It was a stinky kind of antiseptic. So he swabbed it all up, and then he clamped my nose. The piercing shouldn't be really done through the cartilage. It should be done through what's called the sweet spot, which is a layer of skin, kind of higher up in the nose, higher up in the nostril. So he felt around for that a little bit and gave it a go, and then he did the whole, he warned me my eyes would possibly water. It wouldn't be due to pain or anything. It was just a normal reaction from having this piercing done. So he told me to take a deep breath in. Took a deep breath in, let it out, and then he shoved the needle through. I think this is I don't know what gauge this is. 3/8, I think, in diameter, but I don't know the gauge. But anyway, when he put it through, it actually surprised me because it did hurt. And when I got all these ones done, there's a pug here. Hi, Wheezy. When I got all the other piercings done, it was no big deal. I would have given the pain for any other piercing probably about a 1 out of 10. But this one was very stingy, and it surprised me again. So I would give this on a scaling of 1 to 10 in pain for me, and that doesn't mean it's going to be like that for you. But I would say it was about a 3.5. But you've also got to remember that it is 2 seconds long. It is over and done with, probably in total, with the needle going through and the threading of the jewelry and putting the little balls in, probably about 20 seconds. So it's no more painful than stubbing your toe on something, a piece of furniture, whatever. Well worth it. There wasn't any blood that I could detect. I didn't see him swabbing anything. After it was done, it was just done. He put the balls on and I was ready to go, and no blood that I could detect. And one thing he did do to make me be able to flip it, he took some pliers, I think, and he widened the area here so I would be able to flip it up eventually. There is no way in heck that right now I'm going to attempt to flip this because it is stinging. I just took a couple of Advil just to try and soothe it a bit, because it's actually surprisingly been stinging quite a bit. Mostly, I think it's because whenever I speak with a lot of expression or when I eat, it jostles the nose and makes the nose crinkle up and sometimes, and that's what's causing it, like a sudden stinging sensation. Something that I hadn't expected when this was done was the urge to sneeze. I've been having the urge when I wrinkle my nose, like move the nose around, wrinkle it like that, I get the urge to sneeze. I got the urge to sneeze right now just after doing that. I've probably had the urge to sneeze about, now it stings, about 5 or 6 times tonight, last few hours. And I actually did sneeze once. I was able to contain all of them but that one. And luckily, I was able to move the sneeze, concentrate it more in my mouth coming out, as opposed to it going through my nasal passages, because I can guarantee you that would not have been pleasant. So I'm glad that I was able to do that. So yeah, quite consistently the urge to sneeze, which in the videos that I'd watched, I don't recall anyone mentioning that, but it is there. Just because the balls are sitting on the skin underneath here, like it almost feels like I've got something dripping out my nose. It's that sensation. I'm going, at one point I was thinking, am I bleeding or something? No, it's just that they're touching my lip and it feels like, or my upper lip here, and it feels like almost a dripping sensation. Another thing, breathing. So I've got this big thing hanging out my nose right now. So I do feel that my breathing, and it could be just because of swelling in the interior, but my breathing is a little bit constricted, of course, because I've got something stuffed in my nose now. So that's not really surprising, but it is a bit more than I thought it was gonna be. Is it? Am I gasping for breath? No, but I do feel the breathing is a bit different. I'll just have to get used to it, and I think again it could be because of swelling. So I do think it's an awesome piercing right now. And I do it again in a heartbeat, no problem. And I know when I watched the videos, a lot of people said they didn't experience any pain. Most of the videos, it wasn't a big deal to a lot of people. And again, surprising for me, it wasn't one of the more pleasant ones. Not that any of them are, pleasant during the time of piercing. But yeah, this one's been kind of different from the other ones. But not bad. I'd still get it done. It wouldn't deter me in any way. So, and still, when I say not bad, it's still, the issue is negligible. I'm 50 and I've gone through, we've all had things, stitches and things like that. And this is nothing, again, compared to anything like that. So yeah, it's a good piercing. Different sensation. I'd get it done again. Right now I can move it a little teeny bit up and down, but I cannot swivel it either way because it's quite tightly packed in there. Like I don't know if it's because it's swollen, but I don't even want to take the chance of moving it around within the nose at all. So I'm going to leave it alone for the next couple days. I've got some wound wash that I'm going to put on it. Yeah, and that's pretty well been my experience with the piercing. I know you're kind of going, oh, you're not even sitting up. I'm just lying down. I just wanted to catch the piercing kind of close to when I got it done, so I could remember, and let you know exactly how it felt, and my memory of how it went would still be valid and true. So again, awesome piercing. I would suggest anybody who wants it to get it. Don't be, don't be worried about it or anxious or anything. It's not that big a deal. No piercing is really that big a deal. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and I hope they have a good week. And if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.